Welcome everyone to the European Pro League final as we are ready to get it going. And I, for one, am very excited. It's going to be a best of three. And it's going to be a best of three between two teams that, from the start of the season, you wouldn't necessarily say you'd expect up in this position. It's going to be kONO back in the top echelon of our competitions. They've been here a couple times. Now they are back. It's been a while since they've had a good result within European Pro League. United 21, they've had some great positions, mostly third or fourth places. Third place exits Aurora Youngblood on the other side. They only really have one really good result to write home about, which was a fourth place in CCT Series 9. And now they're here in the final, so they have a chance to win their first event as an academy, which is very exciting. We're going to have Dust2, Ancient, and oh no, it is a best of 5. I completely misjudged that. It is a best of 5. That is very nice. That is very nice. I misread that at first then. We're going to have Dust2, Ancient, Vertigo, Inferno, and Anubis. No Nuke, no Mirage. Which for both teams... Oh, wait, no. It does say Inferno and Vertigo are removed here. No, it is a best of 3. I've been fooled. And I've fooled you guys at home as well. I'll just put it on you. It's my embarrassing moment. I just shove it onto you. You guys have been fooled. Haha. No. So it is actually going to be the best of 3. Yeah, in terms of maps, yeah, nothing really too surprising. Both teams don't really play Nuke. Both teams don't really play Vertigo. So it's mostly kONO that has taken the liberties to ban some of the better maps from the Aurora Youngbloods. And let's kick it off. We are in the server and we're ready to go. Let me open chat for you guys so I can actually talk to the lovely faces at home. There we are. We're so ready. We are so ready. As they're waiting along, which kONO is quite used to for the pistol rounds. Having a full play towards long. Saltovsky will find the first easily enough. Smoke going over. Or a decoy going over. Now the smoke going over. Just waiting until the lineup is correct, I guess. And close to the bomb site. Here they are entering. The defensive line has been set up. Could have been a bit better as pretty disconnected fights for the CTs. Walking in quite easily. Grix finding Kenzazor and 2 versus 2 to bring it in towards the retake. Play long. Both teams kind of oppositely rotating from each other. And it's Amster to find Vilby. Grix on his own 1 versus 2. The HP is slightly in his favor. It's going to be a difficult fight nonetheless. There is a defuse kit, and the bomb's not planted for him. Oh no, why rotate short when you're not on the cover? And the kit was a bit of a prank, a bit of a doozy for Grix, who does get his 4th kill, but it isn't there. Let me real quick do that. Cost, what are the maps? Dust2, Ancient, and Anubis is what we will play. Of course, including the bomb plant. Well, we'll have the force buy. Nothing unusual. Scouts on both sides who have entered in this sort of mid-scouting battle. That's the first shot connecting from that. And those scout tags, if they get out of hand, they can be very dangerous. But it's a nice response with the util. Usually when you're in matchmaking, using the scout, if you're kind of decent with it, you'll have like massive damage. You'll be guaranteed at the top of the scoreboard, pretty much, if you're doing good with the scout early on in the half. It's just, you do so, like, there's such a big availability to do damage with that thing. Especially because with the movement, right? The op, you're a bit more settled in. There's more risks to be taken with the scout. For example. You won't be doing that with an AWP, going for jump shots like that. Vilby has found a gap here, actually. Oh, this B bomb site. On the verge of falling, on the verge of breaking, but Vilby has got himself in a really awkward timing. Great move from Kensasor, but the response is there. A left-handed Grix is able to get the bomb, and again, we are equal. As soon as these digits get punched in, Grix again. 6-0, even though they're one round down. Rotate coming through tunnels, but Satovsky, Paul Bandana, what do you really gotta say in a round like this? Blue-white with the scout. There was... Apologies, there was a window to exit. Satovsky does get a kill with the scout, but realizes there's not much more. And it is the force buy win on the T side. Grix has been playing really well, indeed, in these past couple of days. I mean, some great results. Aurora Youngblood, they have gone all the way through the lower bracket. Like, they've had a long lower bracket run in our tournament. Let's see from where. From the lower semis already. They beat Adepts, who then very quickly fell out of the playoffs in lower round 1. And then you lose 2-1. Like, a decently close game to Navi Jr., right? The potential was there. And then all the way 4 matches later, they managed to turn it around against Navi Jr. in the Constellation final. One thing with that, Aurora Youngblood, they did play against a technical difficulty. Hindered Navi Jr. Paul Bandana with the CZ is able to get a double kill on a flashbang. That is some very efficient use of what kONO have brought into the round. Blix is trying to gather all of these weapons as to not be picked up, but kONO, they're not waiting about. They want to look like they want to be able to challenge this. In Blixie. Hoping for them to just walk into him. Like use. Newest edition gets a wonderful double kill, but the rest of his team fall. It is the pistols over here in middle that do the work, and the armor has been bought in. kONO. A third round force buy for the CTs being this successful. You don't see it often, but MyQ's has it. The read on the first. Paul Bandana now holding top middle, waiting for his timing. MyQ's no time ever to plant the bomb, and Paul Bandana knows it. Winning by waiting. It is kONO that take round number 3. What a round out of nowhere for kONO. 1 flash, 1 CZ. A combo that you don't really often see bring impact anymore in CS2. So for all you CZ lovers, this was a great round, and MyQ's getting the couple of kills. But it was not meant to be. But at least he will still have that AK. Probably a better scenario for him to just lose after time. but not like it matters. kenzazor getting a quick slick double. Three kills for kenzazor is enough to hold off anything really dangerous, really threatening from the Aurora Youngbloods. There's not much to do here, to be honest. Which can bring me to one pretty enjoyable. Okay, well, never mind. Well, there's gonna be a fight in the middle. We'll wait. We'll wait for that. This Blixie will reveal his arm, but has the shadow advantage. Oh, flying MP9. Ah, like a wasp, stinging. 3 rounds on the board for kONO. There we go. No, both teams have a 3-match win streak, both against the exact same opponents, which is something that you don't really see that often. So yeah, it's like same order as well. Illumina 2-0, Copenhagen Wolves 2-0, and then kONO managed to 2-0 Navi Jr., which was a 2-1 for the Aurora Youngbloods. Which I do think is very funny. Like we've never seen that before. We've also never seen a matchup between these two teams, at least not on HLTV. I think somewhere in a United 21 season or in one of our Division 2 group stages, there has been a matchup between these two teams on HLTV, or not on HLTV, but I cannot remember. Cannot remember that quite recently happening. kenzazor looking for the mode out of the pistols. Get your kills, man. Highest rated player of kONO in these past days, and these eco frags certainly do help. And there we go. Only now, only in round number 6 is sort of the opening dance is done. Right? We can get into the real party now, but round number 6, it's taken a while for us to get here. And that's mostly because of the force buys forward and backwards for on and off for both teams, which has sort of allowed this start of the map to really take its time. Flashbang goes in, but that's way past kenzazor, who just holds down mouse 1. Spraying down 2 as they run into a wall. That door, visually open, metaphorically shut. And again, it's kenzazor to bring in some impact. I'm looking for the most passive possible spot for the B tunnels, as the rest move up short. The Youngbloods hoping to find anything in this 3v5, and I don't really see a big possibility. Flash going over, Sotovsky somehow still able to get the shot. Going for the double take. And they're all stuck now. Flashbangs galore. And there you go. Pretty easily dealt with. Not much tension in the round. There was still some util left in CT. The Youngbloods take a pause, which I kind of do agree with. This is a map that they're supposed to be a bit better at. But the way they have fought and the way sort of these forces have gone, Youngblood, they've gone like the short end of the stick, because usually the T side is something that they kind of rely on. Now that's not really possible. I mean, they played it a couple times here in Winline, beat some really decent teams on Dust 2. I mean, they lost out against Gamer Legions, at that point the eventual winners of that CCT season. So that's not a surprise. And they beat Young Ninjas, right? Yeah, Young Bloods. If they are able to continue this, there might be a new academy team to get taken seriously. But this is pretty much the worst start you could have wished for the Youngbloods, and a mowdown. Umster, I haven't seen him in action much. This Kenza soaring through the sky like an eagle is Blixie. Umster still holding on nicely. 2 versus 3. I mean, if you can get this bomb down, a retake still is very possible. Throwing a deeper smoke, and Buria does the same. I think they are mostly waiting for the sound cue or the rotates from Paul Banana. So flashbang towards tunnel won't be effective. And no push on the plant. Means we settle into this 2 versus 2. Blixie. Oh, that's getting away with murder. Well, not with murder, but getting away with spotting someone. As that's a great double peek. 2 very nice angles. Aurora Youngblood, they have the opportunity to play with this. Now exiting the door. This is opening up to be a crossfire. Booyah gets 1 temp. Youngbloods hold on so nicely in the 2 versus 4. And it's that kill that opens up the opportunity, because then you only got to deal with 1. And that shot was crazy. Crazy, ridiculous. Great positions, and I think maybe the util used a bit too early. But no, overall great round. Really well done by the Youngbloods. Audio timed nade. Does do some good damage. Saltovsky, if he stays at this angle and actually manages to hit it, I'll be very impressed. Because I've been holding that angle a while as well in CS2, and I've not been able to connect on like more than a single shot. Telling him where to set up for the clip. What clip? What? I'm confused. People confuse me. Well, we're still waiting in short. Similar as to the previous minute of time spent. Coverage not really changed. kONO, an uncharacteristically static CT side round from them. Saltovsky's now going to be forced off. It'll be the full retake setup. Saltovsky hoping to take down the cross towards long. It's going to be this very weird fight over towards CT, where most of this early sort of pre-retake kills come through. 3 members in short, and 1 on the bomb side. This could go very wrong. There's no smoke anymore. Blue White is isolated, but he's standing tall, holding the door, not letting them pass. But now the waterfall is going to be a bit too big. The Balrog breaks the bridge. It is kONO that will find 6. And Yeah, I mentioned it already. A bit of a weird. It's like, okay. Blue-white's alone on the bomb side. He got 3 short, all without util. Huh. that wasn't really. But to be fair, that was also part of kONO still having that solid control over long. Right, Saltovsky not necessarily that involved in the round, but they knew that there were players long. You couldn't cross into long. Car wasn't available, ramp wasn't available. So kONO set that up in a way where, yeah, you could only hold either the bomb side or either short. And then it's pretty much just preference if you're the T side where you'd rather lose the round. Falling into a bit of a trap there. A bit of a kONO trap. The young bloods. Let's see, Saltovsky this time. He will have some action, but Vilby just decapitates him. That's gonna be an opening pick and a half. Lightning quick. The nade is good. That means these M4s become a one-shot headshot. That AK always is, but the Galil's showing some power now today. Blue-white, look at this coverage. Look at him. I'll at least learn from the last round to keep someone long. It's not gonna... He's not gonna get the kill, but it's taken a lot of time off here. Too much time. We're done. It's gonna be Youngbloods on a third. No, it is a best of 3. I was wrong. Idiot world. No. It was me. It was the veto graphic that had an error. It's the best of 3. I pranked you guys. I'm stupid. 1 player surviving for both sides. Bit of a fight there middle. Oh, it's Idot. Sorry, my second screen is quite far away. Oh, I apologize. Nice entries, Vilby again. Not the greatest amount of kills at the start, but they are running past now. Grix with the op in his hands. That's the first time we'll see that on the T side. Come into action. Don't want to cross yet. But kONO, it's looking like 2 very similar rounds where aren't really able to do much. It's gonna be another save. Welcome to Inferno. 2 kills and a save. Are we gonna see Inferno? No. Oh, thank God. Blue-white sticking around on the bomb side to prevent any shenanigans. Similar as to my cues. That's what I always like about ninja diffusers. Right? Ninja diffusers, you cover them. Like every time, you make sure 1 T-side guy stays back. And then slowly, over time, always, over time, teams will sort of... Like, it hasn't happened in a while. Right? It hasn't happened in a year. No, there's been no ninja diffuse. And then, right after, boom, ninja diffuse gets posted everywhere. And all of a sudden, you see everyone covering it again for half a year to 9 months. Great peek out from Umster. Able to juke 1 flash. They still go through. Missing just that single extra flashbang that could have given them that extra meter. Paul Bandana. Oh, walking corpse. He's gonna be put back into the casket. Actually, surprisingly good end of the equation here for kONO after that long puzzle. That's pretty damn solid. I mean, I really didn't think they'd be able to exit long anymore. Managed to fight their way through. Which does offer some decent opportunity. Sotovsky is gonna be one of the Hellbringers. Nice drop on the molly that will at least isolate one player fully out in the open. Sotovsky drops his own smoke, a defensive smoke that can really easily play around. Big used to use this a lot. Mostly for the short coverage, but worked both ways. Tucks back in, but I think Grix just spotted the tip of the barrel. That flashbang is very good. Grix is full blind. Booyah peeks out wide and gets the dink of the blue wide. It's 40 HP fighting against 3. It's Booyah that will just have some target practice. Bang, bang, bang. And that was a great retake from kONO. And yet again, Aurora Youngblood. As soon as they get this bomb down, they kind of... Well, let's put it in like a hip young way. They kind of lose all the aura as soon as the bomb gets planted. Like they lose their territory a lot. Like it's interesting to see, and that mostly is because of good coverage of kONO. But yeah, I mean, again, for the third time, we get a bomb plant for the Youngbloods on the A bomb side with a very easy retake for kONO. Like positionally, not the best setups, but also yeah, good setups. Good setups. Hurry up. Looking for the jump peaks. Good setups by kONO. I mean, yeah, well, yeah, y'all get it. Going through middle, that smoke on the left corner starting to become a lot more popular now. Bilby wants to play this close. That's an opening pick, and Umster, the second op, misses the shot. So Tovsky's over towards B. They've completely rotated him off. Usually, he was the one playing the A side. Umster and Sotovsky kind of switched positions, but now Umster's low HP on the angle that is going to get approached. No flashbang, so just throw your teammate, I guess. Fly, my friend, and he gets the opening kill. That's one more. The AK getting baited in. Will be another opening pick, 5 versus 2. This should be an A bomb plant that the Youngbloods will be able to hold on to. Yeah. This won't go anywhere. Blue-white with double headshot. It is 7-5 halftime, which is regularly not the greatest of halves that Youngbloods have had on this T side of Dust 2. Usually they're a bit better. But let's see. kONO's CT side, I've praised them in the past. Or T side. Apology. I've praised them in the past for having some very, very strong T sides on this map. They've beaten some very strong opponents on Dust 2 in the past. For example, team like Johnny Speeds, TSM, before some of the changes. Then a 5-match loss streak. 5-map loss streak. Managed to beat Illuminar again. And then, of course, the earlier games when there were still TBA, ECF. and some of the non-HLTV ones. So yeah, halftime in map 1 of this grand finale. And I'm not really sure where this is going. I mean, kONO, of course, yeah, they're in the hot seat. They're looking a bit sharper, especially kenzazor. Only having one kind of mist spray that was of influence. As halftime is nearing its end, we'll see the dualies on my cues. That will usually go over towards the B-bomb site, which, yes. And everyone from kONO is going long. That's what I said there. That their T-side pistol felt familiar. Grix is able to trade one, which is decent enough. And now kONO need to cross this barrier. There's a ton of util available. Molotov over towards car. That's at least going to isolate the threats from car. And now with that P2K, they realize that there is 2 players here. Grix hopes to block that smoke a bit, but it's completely ineffective. Umstra pull bandana get the opening 2 picks. 2 versus 4. And as a CT, this is a lot more difficult than what they had on the B-bombs. It's still a good shot. Great shot, actually, by Blue-White. And Mike's, they're fighting back into this. Oh, baby. The young bloods would make some blood boil here on the Ukrainian side. Umster on his own in a 1 versus 2. Misses his first opportunity on the spray. He's going to get pushed. Umster into chaos. Still holding on nicely. The red apple, and he's looking to poison this 2 versus 4, and that will be happening. kONO take round number 8. And the young bloods will be thrown back into another eco. No force buy, I guess. I mean, maybe you got a bunch of kills. It's Umster into chaos that will prevail. No force, it's going to be 5-9, which, yeah, it's a 4-round difference. But it's a 4-round difference both ways. Either towards the map win or towards the equilibrium or something like that. I think equilibrium is such like a waffle word. Like, if you want to yap, you just use that word. It's beautiful. Well, kenzazor gonna be spotting one. Some eco frags to hunt for, I guess. I think kind of what the Youngbloods are looking for is maybe to be able to save like 1 or 2 Galils, take down 1 or 2 players. Because from tunnel, target selection, Blixie. Ooh, you got 1 dink. Oh, but he does go down. Now he's low though. Somehow kenzazor is still alive. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it is 2 kills, which fairly decent. Nine to 5, the Youngbloods. This is their map pick. They're in a bit of a doozy. Breaking open the smoke, spotting 1, but Grix is unable to get the kill. On the jump across, that's something that absolutely would have killed me in matchmaking, but Oh, Grix is still alive, yeah. It's fine. Oh, we're gonna see a push up. Look at this. Blixie's gonna go aggressive around that smoke. What a lovely play. And there's a gap here. But jumping down into CT. It's gotten more popular. Now Grix. Nice angle. What is this nasty play? I need to learn that. It was a missed T-smoke. Or a planned T-smoke or whatever. But it completely fumbled their opportunities. I just now realized. Oh my god, that's terrible for kONO. As they all just get flustered by the push and then by the awkward smoke angles. They get stopped. There, yeah, there's a play into CT, but not really more than one kill. Wow. I mean, I wish like when I stream myself, I can just press control and I can draw on the map. But on elevator, there was a smoke that the op from long was holding as an angle, and there was a bit of a gap which really covered him nicely. Like the threat from like, all the other threats weren't really there. Plus the sort of lurk extended smoke that the T side dropped. kONO dropped 2 smokes, both very actively being abused by Youngblood to gain an advantage, which is some very nice playmaking from the CTs. All of a sudden, there might be a game here. Because that was the one, right? You needed to win that one. When you're on 5 USPs, you don't need to win. But that round, you needed to win. And they do. So that's good. But now, it is Tech9, Deagle, Glock, Glock, Glock. It's what it sounded like last night. Whoop, whoop. Flashbang in towards the tunnels. It's just gonna be just gonna be a mow down, I reckon. Slow down, I guess. There we go. Not even a point of damage to the CTs yet, and that will remain the case. Round number 17 is going to be a full buy for both teams. First time we're going to see the full versus full. And Aurora Youngbloods, yet again, this kind of assertive position. Let's call it that. Pull banana covering for any funky business. Slow round. All of the map control given away from the Youngbloods. Except, of course, for long. And this double setup on short. This double setup on short usually could go wrong. It doesn't, which is nice. And that Molotov is timed very neatly. Now you come into this sort of stuck position. Youngbloods playing one of the newer setups that I've been seeing more and more on Dust 2, where you will have, like, you will take long control and then you will have a very set 2-player hold on B. Like a very set 2-player hold on B. Because it is still somewhat possible to cover the mid to B play through the smoke, especially if you have a grenade left. You can cover quite easily, so something you think about. Nice off angle from blue-white. Falling back. Playing dodgeball. The nade, pretty damn accurate, but they're exiting long. With only 1 kill taken. Short has fallen. And jumping issues. Let's see if this retake is somewhat possible. There's a molly on this bomb site. Oh no, the planter goes down. What? The Youngbloods. Out of nowhere. The Molly letting the low HP guy plant. Pretty much the worst decision that you can make. But look at this. So fast. So decisive. Just go, right, we lost the bomb site. Let's get this baby back. The Youngbloods look solid on the CTs. And mind you, this is not like a similar start as to what kONO had, right? kONO won a very nice, not even a force buy, a very nice half buy. Which they completely destroyed the economy, destroyed the flow of the game pretty much. It was a 4-1 before some weapons could get brought in. Aurora Youngblood winning the pistol. That's it. Nothing more gained from them. Blixie lines them all up as the op shot fades away. Blixie will not. Or at least wanted to try. Bit of a goofy fight. Vilby trying to make the angles to peak as awkward as possible. Not really gonna work. Grix on 17 kills. kensizor on the other end, he is rocking 17 as well, which is very nice. Both teams top performers on equal numbers. Ooh, some nice bait and switch. Grix versus Saltovsky. Oh, it's an ambitious flick to go for. Blue White in the meantime. Oh, he's gone aggressive. Paul Banana's been covering for it for like 3 rounds now. Oh. It's a very tough one to take on the chin there for Paul Banana. I do not think kONO are doing well. There's one remaining solution to this CT side setup, and that is this mid to B play. But you have Grix here with the AWP, and Mike Hughes is also still here. And you're a man down. I mean, this is... like, you're gonna peek op into op, but of course you're gonna lose that fight against Grix. Difficult fight to win, and we still haven't really seen the mid to B. Yeah, well, that's because the op stopped it now. Pretty obviously, and Buria, seeing the jump, realizes that there's a gap. Flashbangs are decent, but they're way further ahead than Blixie expects. Good route back to the short position there for kONO. Rotate in. And some nice fast-paced entries. Oh, Philby. It's lucky with a missed flick from Amster. 2v4. We saw the Youngbloods win one like this. Let's see if kONO got it in them as well. 11% is the chance given. But that is increasing slowly with kensizor and Buria hitting all of these headshots. Now over towards the flick. Is there time for the defuse? The clock says yes. It's the Youngbloods getting to double digits first. That is the advantage of a 2 versus 4. You can lose 2 fights, but then you know exactly where the opponents are. to play it a bit easier as the retaking side. Still, some lovely shots made by Kansas or Mburia there. Timeout called. Timeout necessary. We still kind of have not seen the mid to B play. I'm still sort of hoping to see it, but again, it's just going to be this mid control. Paul Bandana does not want to fall again to this walk out of long by blue-white, which is very understandable. Slightly embarrassing. They don't want that to happen again. It has been a very nicely set up CT side. There've just been very few moments where kONO has been able to deal with this properly, and yet again it's this play over towards short, but with this full buy, look at the Uto comparison. There is a good bit more available for the CTs. And if you play it well, it's a 5v2 towards B, but they just have not been able to go for it, to want to go for it. Some nice entries now, overwhelming with the util, makes it a bit of a maze. A maze of smokes. Bit of that Harry Potter maze where everything inside tries to kill you. Bull Banana will win that important fight over towards long. And Gandalf now spotted. But can the wizardry help for Kansas or no? It will not. It's Amsa the only one left standing. And it's the 3 versus 1. This is going to be 11 on the board. Youngblood, they just... Like, I was critiquing them on how their setups were making it very easy for kONO to retake this A-bomb site. But one thing that is very much different is the fact that Youngbloods went B a couple times, right? And that is where they gained some important rounds. That is where they won that 2v4 on the retake. Just because it's like as soon as you're in there, so much more to play with. Kansas or Mburia, the chances of them winning that 2v4 inside the B-bomb site would have increased significantly. But again, it's this short approach so many times in a row, unsuccessful. I'm glad there's a change-up. I really am. But there's a double nade. Kensasor exposed, but still paused. Now, a Molly. Molly bounces too high. Oh, it's an ugly throw. Wanna challenge the bomb plant. Let's see here. One man down on the retake. kONO have the entirety of long, and they're not planning on leaving. Got one player holding their flank so they can focus entirely on this CT short angle, which means a lot of off angles available on long, but it's not going to work out. Marcus and Blixie. 2 more kills. kONO start crumbling. And there's a defuse started. Oh no, there's no cover for it. It's a ninja defuse. The knives are out, but the defuse is through. Oh my goodness. Ooh, 12-9. Pardon me. What a retake that was. kONO enjoying the success they've had over towards long. Gonna go for it again. a very light fight over towards long. Well, pretty much no fight. Oh, I don't think any of the players knew how damn close that was. Oh, look at this. A change up towards the B bomb side. Plus, we've also seen the first change up in the CT setup in a while for Youngbloods, leaving only MyQs now on B, and all the other rotates. They're operating on 0 info. MyQs, he's gonna get wrecked here. Yeah, never is he ready for 4 players to peek that angle. Youngbloods, they're out of this round. They need to save. Yeah, their money's still kind of good for the next, but ooh, okay. Some nice information withholding there from kONO. Edsleazo, I'm just gonna call you out audibly. I thought you were better than this, brother. I like you. And now he's spoiling in chat. Oh. You fucking idiot. Oh my goodness. You guys have 0 respect for anyone watching or casting this game. In chat. Jesus Christ. Idiots. Idiots. Well, they're probably wrong anyways. Let's see, it's gonna go long again, and Philby, he's already way past. Kansas are not going for the full check. It is traded instantly, but look at this. There's 3 more members fighting this. How in the hell do you deal with this? As soon as this smoke fades, Saltovsky's gonna be in for a rough surprise as they now both try to escape back. Oh, blue-white has gone through. That's the kill from behind, and that's a 4v2. They're fully stuck, Burya and Umster. The residue of a chaotic long fight. And a round that is likely no more. Grix with another great find, putting himself up to that 20 kill mark. He will go down. Umster has a possibility for heroics. He's been good, but has he been this good? Has he been this good? Let's see. Nadex gets blown over. That's the first kill. He's being aggressive. He's doing what you need to do. But Blixie, close range, stuffs that silencer straight into his mouth. And silence them he will. kONO will only get 10 rounds. It is the Youngbloods that will pick up their map pick of Dust 2. So, in terms of the map picks, we stay quite normal, but it was a great round, or a great round of Dust 2 with a nice bit of a comeback from the Youngbloods. They are looking on fire. They are looking to get their first trophy in I think the org's history. Gonna be a hype. See you guys after a short break. Welcome back, everybody. It is map number 2. As I have to clear my throat real quick to get ready for the jungle of Ancient. It is the Youngbloods versus kONO. And we are not seeing any dual Berettas this time around. Also, not a lot of utils. So it's going to be a bit more of a fight. Foot spotted. Vilby clean taps on 2. Hefty fight in middle, and the T side will very much diminish to only Saltovsky. Bomb be dropped over towards the elbow, and Saltovsky. It's going to be a difficult one to find this. No one's close. Information at this point is less than 0 about where the opponents reside. The one advantage he has is that the opponents also don't really know where he's at. But it's a very slim positive that is in his favor. Because especially from this angle, I think Blixie will be able to spot the shadow. There you go. Shadow spotted. Now we're going to set up the crossfire, picking out wide, and that is a clean tap. Youngbloods take round number 1. Very much in favor of kONO, this map, in terms of the recent results, even in the most of the recent wins that the Youngbloods have had, they have been losing on Ancient. In the past 7, only winning a single one. It's not really what you want to be at on a map that is as popular as Ancient. It does get picked very, very often. kONO having a good amount of better results. Also haven't really played it that much in comparison, right? Let's see how this mowdown will happen. It's going to be the M4A4s. Both of them getting all 5 kills. I don't know when the last time is that actually happened. A full, like all 5 kills coming from an M4A4. I think that is a very, very long time ago, actually. Flash going in, pull bandana, finding the opening frag. That's all the way over towards B on that aggressive push in towards the lane. It's the A bomb site that's now open. Ooh, Vilby. That is overstepping the mark. Usually a bomb site that is quite possible to retake, but this situation, that's not going to be the case. Not when you step out wide like that. I kind of understand, you know, wanting to at least regain a kill. The man down situation, I have a feeling it would have been a save anyways. It's gonna be kONO on the board. Some aggression by the Youngbloods get punished on both sides of the map. So they're going to push for lane. 1 dies in B main, and the weakness on the A bomb side gets abused. Oh, good spray through as they barge through the smoke. A bit more high pace from kONO. And I have a feeling that this map is going to go quite differently for both sides, as the CT side for both teams, the spot of dominance. And at this point, we're not really seeing any real control from the CTs yet in these full gun rounds. It is going to be 2 versus 3 with 2 players quite low, around the 20 HP mark. No util left, but that's the high HP player falling. Youngbloods, I don't think they know what the HP situation is. Vilby needs to get on this bomb, and then there's a possibility for this clutch. Aurora, is he going to spray through? Does he dare? He does dare! And that is the timing of a lifetime. Ming still goes down, but that won't matter anymore as the bomb explodes in their favor. It's going to be kONO equalizing the score 2-2. It's like someone playing on a horn. 2-2. Oh, Christ. Giving me casting ideas when I get in another stream. That's good. That's good. That's a bit early for me to hand out inspiration, to be honest, but I'm glad I can. As it is this aggressive position of flash deep. It's mostly because there's not really any other option, especially with the util and with the weaponry. You're not going to be comfortable holding passive. But for more than a minute, standing this up close, you see that the Youngbloods aren't really in favor anymore. They want to put up some crossfires. They hear a lot of footsteps. kONO are being loud about this. Breaking the smoke, and it's a mowdown for 2, not 3. Grix is the only one to respond in any kind, and it is not an influential one. Aurora would rather go for the kill than for the molly, as he realized blue-white might be just a bit closer than expected. Wait, you're costing you're costing United 21 games? Wait, what? Ooh, 5 nades. Please don't throw them all at once. As before, hell yeah. Waiting for AD. That's AD. Well, never mind. Okay, gonna be a mowdown. You know what would have been nice? To have some HEs. It's gonna be a 4K from Paul Bandana. That AK spray has them holding back. Oh, hell yeah. That's sick, man. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Magiska got me into EPL as well, which is very nice. He's the homie, man. He's the homie for the lower tier casters. Hell yeah. Molotov will isolate blue-white, and that will be Grix having to sacrifice a bit of HP to go for the trade kill, which does prove to be effective. And everyone's kind of stuck here. At 1 minute 10, pretty much everyone freezes except for Amster, who's running a marathon. Hoping to support his team. The quietness is starting to itch in the young blood's veins. You just see the double push in Donut, hoping to close this distance, hoping to do it quick enough to be influential. That is one other issue. Amster, once the peek out drives, Griggs with a very wide angle gets away. Oh, peeking forwards again. Griggs holding on so nicely. Two players focused on the same. Griggs being focused on the others is not really there. My cues with the final kill of this round, as I have a feeling Burya will save successfully. And that'll be it. Third round on the board. Youngblood's back to winning. Got a super deep voice. It is nice for casting to have a bit of a deep voice. I mean, my voice hops octaves. To be fair, like at some points, I like if I keep my voice a bit lower, it's usually quite easily keep it around this point. But yeah, you know how high pitched my voice can get at some points during a cast. kONO going for an early timeout. I like this. This really is a final, baby. Got some discussion happening early half. Oh yeah, we've seen each other. We've seen each other a lot, man. It's been nice. It's nice, like seeing a lot of the same guys in chat. Especially now doing ESL. Sometimes like it's just like, oh, hey, it's a game they betted on as well or whatever. And all of a sudden you see them pop into ESL, just like, wait, is that sheep casting? And it makes me feel good. And I remembered all the names as well, which is nice. Gotta get your followers up, hell yeah. Get me some influence, you know. What's Twitter? Righto, heavy fight on lane. 30 seconds into the round. It's been pretty much on a blue-white. It's been significantly damaged in that cave position. Blue-white didn't have the best performance on Dust 2. Now, not having the best performance on Ancient thus far. Still, he is holding one of the more important areas of the map, and Youngbloods have been covering it quite nicely. Oh, look at these rotates. Ooh, that's quite heavy. Over towards B, very little info. Now one player enters this B bomb site. At the same time, kONO, they did this on Dust 2 as well. Abusing an early rotate. One player spotted, full rotation is in. Now the retake has to come through. The wallbang is not there. 3 versus 3 to get back into it. Op shots from Saltovsky missing their opportunity. It's a lovely setup here. I don't think the Youngbloods, unless this flank comes in faster from Philby. But yeah, this is a great setup on the T side. Crossfire's held, and not really the opportunity for the Youngbloods to get back into this one. Timeout called. Round 1. Terrorists win. Oh hell yeah! Oh geez, you have a boatload of followers. Damn. Oh yeah, thank you very much, man. That's nice. That's nice. Thank you. Made me blush a bit. We got the hero AK on the CT side? Question mark? Yeah, that's possible. Apparently. Let's see if Vilby will be able to influence this round as much as you'd hope he'd be able to do. Well, hey, there you go. That's one, that's two. He will get traded, but that trade also gets traded. Welcome to the open market. Paul Bandana. Oof. Not able to find the kill. Blue-white has to escape that fight. Paul Bandana holds on. Solid aim. Sturdy aim. Not the dance move, just the description word. Paul Bandana will easily find one more. It's 3 on the trot. And the Youngbloods stick around on 3 rounds. That's still pretty decent damage done by the AK. The only problem is it's not as influential as it would be on the T side, right? And that is one of the problems. So yeah. Bit of an issue. Right, ops back out for Grix. He's being out-fragged now by Paul Bandana, who has he stepped up his performance a bit since the dust of 2. You know, the thing is, like, for now, we're still, like, somewhat side by side. Problem is, like, if there's one more round 1 now, like, if kONO wins this round, it's gonna be financially broken again, and by after, it's not gonna be great. And then you're looking at a possible 9-3 with Grix getting dropped early on. Oh, this is looking very dangerous for Aurora Youngbloods. It's not Youngbloods anymore, it's Young Bleeding. As everyone goes down, it's only one man alive. Blixie will be lucky to save this op. Not gonna happen. kONO on 7, and all of a sudden this CT round with the timing of this financial break, I mean, it's gonna be an 8-4 at the maximum. If you want to force this, that's way too much risk. This needs to be a half buy. Oi, woo! Ooh, all of a sudden this game just got real interesting. Or possibly really quick. Depending on how that second half goes, but some nice flashbangs and some nice kills with 5-7, but Ken Cesar, the one to hold on. Sounds very epic, that term, but it's not that much. Oh my goodness, they have spotted the bomb. Oh Christ. They have the bomb. They have an AK now. There's a Molly. What is going on here? kONO, how do you fumble this? Oh my god. Okay, well, you gotta prove yourself now, kONO. Can you retake A main? Oh, Grix holding on with that AK. He's so threatening with this. Just look at this angle. So advantageous for the CTs. It's Burya in a 1 versus 3. He's gonna get taken out, Youngbloods, with 5-7s. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that was. I know what that was. That was forgetting the bomb and then having the unfortunate situation happen that 3 players push A main, which, to be fair, isn't the most typical play to make. But still. Good trade early on, a bit more of a normal round. Let's see if Saltovsky is willing to drop the bomb again. Don't really think so. Vilby, nice position. Oh, gets away. Yeah, he does get away. For now. Oh, for now. And it's more from Vilby. Damage and a kill. 2 versus 3 and... Oh my goodness. Sometimes you need a bit of luck. Or, to quote one of the all-time greats, Thomas Müller, luck is when skill meets opportunity. And the opportunity was certainly given to Aurora Youngbloods to get this up to a 5-7 scoreline. Umster and Blue Whites, both not really having the best days of their career. As it is the halftime pause. Blue White will have him happy, drops 20 plus in amount. Yeah. It also kind of depends on roles that you play and whatever, but that usually requires a bit more of a thorough analysis, especially when solo casting. That is very difficult to observe. Talent but no consistency. Oh yeah, that's a lot of players. That's a lot of players. Yeah, it's difficult, man. It's tough, especially when you are like one of these. Yeah, it happens a lot where some inconsistencies are just there. But even if you look at the top level, like all the way tier 1, top 4 teams, right? The only consistency that we have been able to see throughout, throughout this sort of era of Counter-Strike 2 has been making finals. And maybe MR12 has a bit of influence in that. That in a final, it is not like the top teams are not able to recover sometimes in finals. But you see teams like FaZe Clan previously making, I think, 8 finals in a row. Yeah, only winning 2, but they make 8 finals in a row. And then Na'Vi now, it's even at the top level, the consistency to always win is very, very difficult. T-side have control over B, but look at how close kONO already are. It is going to be Mosa that kills Blue White with a triple out of nowhere. He clears the entire CT lane. There's only one more player left. And to who is he going to fall? Blue White, he's going to need the ace. But that's not going to happen. It's Saltovsky with 4 this time. 4Ks. Oh, well, a 4K and a 3K on both ends. It's going to be kONO winning another pistol. That went quite quick. Jeez. Saltovsky with the insta-smoke. Which does land. And we get the Youngblood Force Spy coming through. Very similar setups. We're not seeing any real counter-stratting, any real on-the-fly responses in these early rounds. It has been quite default. And I think you at home have been able to watch that as well. I've been able to see that as well as you're kind of realizing, all right, there's nothing really funky happening in these early rounds. Nothing to throw the other team off, or you see some very specific play cooked up all of a sudden. For both sides, as of yet, has not really been the case. On Dust 2, we did see some sort of in-map responses to some of the setups from Youngbloods, some of the setups from kONO, which was very nice to see. But for this Ancient thus far, haven't really had it that much. Sir shows his hand, literally. And Blue-White is gonna look for an opening peek. Right past the smoke. Blue-White, is it his turn to influence this game? It's a double. And that's a nice one. But the round might still go wrong as the players on B of the CTs are holding on Buria, though all of a sudden in the blink of an eye is all alone. They'll be with 2 HP, still finding the kill. The Youngbloods win their first T-Site round. Blue-White opening up that one straight down the middle. Think Blue-White heard me? Yeah, he absolutely heard you. Absolutely. This is where it all went wrong in half number 1 of this grand final. Because, mind you, this is still a grand final. Molotov thrown in. There's a bit of a counter. Not much happening. One thing that kONO can do is gamble a bit more on these rotates, on these pushes. We have one flank already. It is being held. As... huh? Okay. Open bomb side. There you go. Are they gonna turn back? What did Umster just give like complete false info because you heard one guy step in middle? What is this? Okay, well, fine, sure. Unicorn bomb plan. Yay! All 5 alive. Oh boy. It's right. It's these settling type rounds, right? We're not. And these are not the ones of influence. They are the ones of kills, though, which do come through. Yeah, we haven't seen a single one. Are you ready, Buria? Aye, aye, Captain. I don't know why Buria would have a voice crack like that. I'm still kind of trying to figure that one out, but it's going to be the Youngbloods nearing closer to 1. Well, it's going to be a 0-round difference after this one. 8-8. Likely the scoreline where we're continuing from. Is that question for me about the making fun of players? Or is that for people in chat? I don't know. Do I make? I don't make. I don't know. Well, some listeners' ears are set up the wrong way, I think. But let's see. Got Buria again with the deke. Are you ready, Buria? Aye, aye, Captain. Another headshot. Seems to be working for Buria. Boria sees the AK get thrown up, Vilby. Some nice moves, but he still goes down. Boria's as ready as you can be. Guess still gonna be the B side. Becoming a bit open. I think pull banana. Or Boria, he absolutely saw where that AK went. Now the decision needs to be made. kONO, what are you going to do? Are you going to go for one more frag? Are you going to go for retake, full commitment? Or are you just going to run away, save, keep it boring, but keep it nice? I think that is going to be the case. One of the digs. P2 or the P250. USP from Amster was the only one lurking about, but 2 AKs saved. That is awesome. kONO will have a lot more to work with in the upcoming round. One of the more important ones of the half. Money's been built up nicely for the Youngbloods. kONO are back into buying territory. They might even be able to pull out the op if Boria would so desire. But he's bought all the util, so he won't be able to. Satovsky, heavy nade catch, heavy spray, put down the line. It is 2 kills already on the opener and 1 AK nipping one away in A main. Youngblood's plate suddenly near empty. All the meat got taken. Just some potatoes left on the plate. But they are some nicely bred potatoes, because it is Belarusian and Russian. Known for their potatoes. Potato vodka. Use some of that right now. No, I'm kidding. Don't drink. It's bad for your health. I would know. Let's just get this round underway. It is still 2 versus 4. There has been very little play happening, which allowed my train of thought to get a bit derailed. Let's see, Vilby tries to enter, but Boria stops him, and Saltovsky's gonna come in, easy, taking care of the rest. That round was won with the opening 2 fights. Full spray through the smoke. 2. And then on A main, another opener. How do you deal with this if you are the Youngbloods? What's your plan going to be? Because you have the op now. You don't got any money anymore. Too much util for that full B rush. It's double Molotovs thrown in. Kenzazor looking to go aggressive, and Kenzazor turns around, gets ready for Vilby. Wonderful double play. Covering each other's backs, and again it's two kills out in the open. Out in the opening minutes. Opening seconds for kONO. This defensive line, this doesn't have to go anywhere. Blixie won't be able to spot Saltovsky for a while now. Will now. And then the trades Blixie with a 90-degree turn. But Boria on the bomb side stops them dead. Now you really want to save that up. Otherwise, it's a free one for the CTs. This is going to be 50 seconds of saving. We haven't seen a lot of action in this second half. Lots of saving, lots of eco rounds. It's kONO. Seemingly putting the cart the furthest at this point. Grix has Spider-Man on his op. I don't think we're going to see it anymore, but... And that is the timer being up double digits for kONO. This time it's them first. No timeout yet for the Youngbloods. Slightly concerning. It is nice to see more academy teams step it up at this point, right? Genzazor does take down Grix though. Because something like We Play Academy could completely revive it. Right? The recent success of Mouse has brought the interest of multiple teams again for academy teams. I even saw the Mongols and Lin Vision kind of, tease one. Somewhat jokingly, but does mean it does get talked about, which is good to see. One smoke in, one flashbang, Paul Bandana finds 3 and 4. Okay, well, the op goes anywhere. Paul Bandana a bit flustered by his teammates, HE. And the Youngbloods, they took their opportunity in the first half, right? They push with the eco, with the half pipe. Managed to spot the bomb, save the half. And then they get the force by win. Blue-white with the Galil breaching middle and finding openers. And now they're just stuck again. Oh, the double spray. Kenzazor, again a double kill. It's been the bajillionth time he's finding a multi-frag on middle. And Kenzazor kills SR. Grix, the only one left, and it's a 4K. For Kenzazor, and he's looking to find the ace as he's walking through. Okay. Both players decide to return. An ace to bring it on to 12. That would feel very good. Very good indeed. kONO are on 12. And it's a 4-round difference. Aurora, Youngblood. They got the luck that they needed. They got the 5-7 round. They got the 5-7 half. Then you win the force buy. But as soon as these rounds get going, for the past 4, the Youngbloods have been clotted up. There has been nothing for them to do. Movements are not there. They haven't even gotten out of their, by default, T-side controlled areas. Looking over at the B, at the doors towards B, looking at elbow towards mid. They just haven't even gotten out of there yet. So they decided to do it simpler, which is just rushing the B-bomb site. But is that going to work? Because some man named Kenzazor is already on the flank. And being proactive with an ace in your back pocket is certainly going to give you some hope. They push the CT side heavily. It's a 2v4. Is it a 2v4? Kenzazor. Oh, it's so much more. Kenzazor with another spray, another multi-kill, and deservingly kONO by force with a vice grip take Ancient away from the Youngbloods. Their own map pick will be theirs. 20 kills on the board for Kenzazor, and what a map that was from them, especially from Kenzazor. And we have a game on our hands. We are going to go to a map 3, and the excitement will only rise as this final will be decided on the 3rd map. We are going to go to the temples, to the legends, to the history. Anubis coming up after the break. Welcome back to map 3. It is going to be the knife round to kick us off. An important knife round, as the sides on Anubis do matter more than on most maps. Stabbing will ensue, and it's gonna be 1 versus 1. Both players are one click. It's a dance, a tango, side to side. It's equal. It's Paul Bandana with a long reach going ching ching. And kONO will win the knife round. They can get to pick the sides where they'd like to start on, and my assumption is that they will pick to remain on the T side, as that usually is a bit of a better side of the of Anubis. kONO, some very strong results recently on Anubis. It has been a lot of high-scoring games, even in the ones that they've lost. Still getting very close, which is very nice to see. On the other end, the Youngbloods, also a couple of good wins, but a couple of more losses in there as well. So that is sort of all the pre-game info. What is this? You know, I sort of coined the term the dual dualies. I tried to trademark it, but not officially. What do we do with the triple dualies? That doesn't exist yet. Triple dualies. Beautiful. You see it here for Anubis. They want the extra firepower. Mostly the extra amount of bullets. Otherwise, you just drop a 5-7. Let's see, blue-white. It's going to be the first engagement here. kenzazor will be spotted, and the flashes of blue and white will take down kenzazor. As the bullets find his brain. It's again, blue-white impact in the pistol for the Youngbloods. Hasn't had impact in many more rounds than that, but it's good to see him back here again. Still looking like a B bomb site finish. Oop, noise made. Blixie getting himself ready. So entries. 1 kill found in cave, but Blixie very nicely done with the dualies. Escaping, so no trade frag possible. It is 2 versus 4. Yes, they still have the bomb, but my Q's is also already still waiting on the A bomb side. Should not be around possible here unless we get on board with the Buria now and we see this one tap come through. Putting his smoke down, but yeah. 2 kills, stereo frags on each side of the map. And we have our first round. Youngblood taking the lead here in the final map of this season. The final map of season 16 with a slightly altered prize pool, actually. Usually it was 5k for the winner, now it's 6k. Well, Banana just misses the window. And he gets taken out. Beautiful stuff. Get the sneezes in. I always tell people, if it's a cough, I will mute. If it's a sneeze, it sounds too funny. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Yeah, I don't know why. I just think sneezes sound funny on a live stream. One SMG has been picked up. Could kind of be threatening. I could try and hype it up, but I don't really want to because I don't really think it's worth hyping up. I could still try. Oh, 1 MP9 gained in the hands of kenzazor. We've seen him bring the impact. Can he find the trade kill on my Q's? He's still holding passive. He is still holding passive. Bomb has dropped. It's only kenzazor, but we've seen him get 4Ks and ace. No, that's... He's gonna get dropped easily. That's the Glock round gone. Now we're gonna see proper weapons being bought in. That's going to be 4 AKs and a Galil for you. Another slow round by kONO, and I have a feeling this will continue for a good amount of this first half. Not going to be surprised if this is the default that they are going to be settling with. 2 players on the stairs. Somewhat dangerous, as you can quite easily fall victim to a double nade there. But for now, it's more of a chess game than a Counter-Strike match. Moving some pawns around before the real cavalry arrives. MyQ's double spray through the smoke. 1 on the fadeaway onto Paul Bandana. And all of a sudden, kONO hangs 2 pieces over towards A main. And that advantage very much leaning over towards the Youngbloods, towards the CT side. Some utils, some mollies. Do force a couple of players out of position. Burya and Umster, they make this a 3 versus 3. Instantly. That's only a FAMAS and an MP9 now left. Vilby won't be able to find anything. kONO somehow still finding their way in. One kill in middle on a fading smoke. A double lean towards the pillar on the A bomb side. A single Molotov flushes out 2 and both fall. That feels sloppy from the Youngbloods. A main is being held. There's kits on both. And low HP on Saltovsky, but they can't clear this. They need to physically clear this before they can get going. And that is impossible. kONO picking up their first T-site round. And understandably, the Youngbloods go for the timeout here. Huh. Damn. A bit of a fumble there in the 3v5. Not gonna lie. Quite fumblelicious. Like that gum that you used to chew that had taste for exactly 5 seconds. The bubblicious. You got like those little fake tattoos with it as well. You'd be able to blow very big bubbles. Well, that round was fumblelicious. It's when that gum gets stuck to the to your soul, to the sole of your foot. Ooh, here we go. This is what we like to see. Blixie taking control over the water area. They realized last round kONO play very passive, so why not take the space if it be given to you? It's a good decision here by Youngbloods, but they are going to be falling back. Don't want to hang about too much, as if you get into the unfortunate situation of everyone peeking at the same time from kONO, you might be in a very dicey spot. Burya jumping across. Must have been heard by Blixie, but oh, the crosshair placement is perfect. Not a millimeter needed to move. That's 1 kill down already, kONO. Even in the 3v5, they managed to really find a nice way to outplay the Youngbloods. Now there might be another opportunity. SMG reveals itself towards the B bomb site. Still unsure of the full commitment, even though they're this far ahead. The bomb's still not there. And now it's coming. Now it's getting in. The M4s, though, low HP, yes. But the Youngbloods, they're holding on until Paul Banana and Umster step up. Paul Banana now, the only one left within the bomb site. Umster coming to support. 1 versus 2. The smoke dissipates, and so does the round. Youngblood twice now able to figure out the mid round, figure out what's best to do, and execute it pretty flawlessly. One deagle. Jesus. What a shot. I want that AK badly. And Buya gets insta-dinked. Hoping to get that AK a bit further away. Well, brings it closer to him. There's a bit of a squeak there. I apologize if any headphone users might have been hurt there. That was a ridiculous shot with the deagle from Blue White, gotta say. Gotta give it the props it deserves, you know? Can't just let everything happen with like a, oh yeah, of course attitude. It is gonna be the defuse, but an AK and a Galil saved. Pretty alright for the Youngbloods. It's going to be round number 6 that they are in contention again. Blue White wants some more. Very nicely done, gotta say. 3 kills. Saving a couple more. Blue White. They read ya. They read ya. Like to see it though, really trying to maximize that round. And for now, okay, what are we going to see from the Youngbloods? Is that going to be a mid push, flashbangs, whatever? Is it going to be B aggression? Is it even going to be an attempt at early aggression? By the looks of things, nope. Very default again. Once more, leaning a bit more towards that sort of A area. Flashbang going over, the fight in middle. Oh, Buya, full blind. Finds the opening kill. Not really much you can critique Youngbloods for that. Great flashbang play, but sometimes your opponent just has a really good day. Why do nades give dink sound cues? I've realized that recently, and I don't like it. Like when you throw a nade and it explodes like somewhat near the head, you just hear a dink. But I don't, like, nades don't cause more damage to the head. It's so weird. Blixie, those range. Looking for a fight or two. Does get taken out with a flank. Blue Whites. Ooh, was afraid of the cave exit. Ignores the others. Oh, that's the bomb. I thought he got it down. Umster. He's fumbled it. Grix now finding a chaotic spray pull. Banana! What? kONO saves it. Pull Banana with seconds to spare. Not even moments to spare. Look at this. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh, and they let the timeout in. Oh, simmer in that, baby. Oh, near kONO completely fumbling that round. Not checking the perimeters, not covering the bomb plant. And then the 2 kills came through. Youngblood did what they needed to do. Didn't have time to find a different position or whatever in the 1 versus 2, and Paul Bandana just wins 2 fights. To critique someone in chat, they did not peek. Like, they were there already. Paul Bandana peeked into them. So yeah. Steak, you need to chill with the comments, my boy. Because you are false, like you are wrong, and you are mean. And I'd rather have one of the 2. Like, you can be mean and correct. Or you can be false and nice. Right? Pick one and we'll be okay. kenzazor, opening pick. Nade blowing open the smoke, but kenzazor more ready for that than Rix. Close range fight again. This fight over towards A. Doing the best they can versus kONO, but T-side position's good enough. Blixie. Oh, chaotic on the aim, not knowing where the peak was going to come from. kONO should figure this one out a bit better than the previous one. I think Umster has. Let's get 1 kill. I think this will just be a save for the Youngbloods. So it's going to be 25 seconds, the Youngbloods. Tough round to lose. Thing was, for the Youngbloods, right? It was a 3v2 in a somewhat unlikely scenario to even win the round. They do awesome by getting 2 kills through a smoke on the planter. And then still lose the round. Which... it didn't change the originally planned, like, quote-unquote planned result of the round. Expected result. If I say planned result, some guys in chat will get up in arms. It's going to be kONO. 5 rounds in a row. The Youngbloods look a bit lost on the CT side. I'd like to see more aggression, more confidence, a bit more of a concise plan, right? Put yourself in a position where you have the control as the CT side. And oh boy, Anubis is the most difficult map to do this. I do acknowledge that, but I want to see attempts. I want to see that play being made more upfront, more forwards. You can't be sitting around waiting like this. Well, you can, but it's not going to be very likely that you'll actually win. Vilby, close range position. Not gonna wait at the edge of the smoke. Up of Grix. Finally able to be in the correct spot. That's why I put him over towards A. It has been the weaker side for both. Hey, Molly, is there smoke available? No. Oh, this B bomb side suddenly looking quite weak. Middle gets broken open. No fast rotates possible. Yes, there's a nade. And a nade that's good, but they're gonna go back again. Umster's given all this info that all these long rotates have gone through. And Umster on the microphone is gonna win this round, maybe, for Youngblood. He does fall. There's an opportunity here. Oh, are they gonna rush the bomb plant again? No. Gonna play it a bit more safe. 4 versus 3. Saltovsky and Kenzazor are the ones cutting down everybody. And that is Kenzazor with the double. Saltovsky with the double. And kONO win another round. These mid rounds near impossible to be stopped by Youngblood. That's why they call it a timeout, but it's not the start of the round setups. It's these mid-round decisions where you see that Youngblood just lack the experience, lack the calling, lack the expectations, and maybe regrettably even lack some fierceness, which is something from Academy CIS teams that usually is something you'd expect, right? If you've seen Spirit Academy, if you see Spirit Academy then and now, the Junior Academy then and now, yeah, they play somewhat calmer Counter-Strike, but they trust their individuals. They let them play. They let them go for, in theory, stupid things. But Youngblood, they try to play too perfect. Here on Anubis CT side, at least. There you go. Finally, some fun plays. That's the thing we need, right? You can't just be sitting around waiting on the CT side. I'm rambling in a circle here, but this is what we need to see. Oh, my cues. I don't know how far the timer is on that smoke, but okay, he's gonna fade away before it becomes a problem. Hearing a step or two has Grix nearby. Grisk. Grix spots the shadow. Good find from the op. 2 kills, both from him. My cues then able to find the trade, and finally, seems like CT side has been successful in stopping kONO. Losing a grand total of 9 HP. 25 seconds left. I don't really see a world where this goes differently. Did they? What? Huh? Really wish we were on field B there, on that mid play. I'm wondering why they weren't able to spot each other, but Philby's gonna take full control with this. Oh, he wanted to wait for time. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for a knife. Was that successful, waiting for time? I think it was. I really thought he was gonna go for a knife. But it was the timer, of course. Ah, nice play. I like that. The tech timeout has been fixed. Hopefully you've been able to pour a drink for yourself and get everything set up in the way you'd want for the final couple rounds of this tournament. Not as much aggression. The FAMASs haven't been upgraded to AKs, which were very much available. Didn't prioritize that. Which I do kind of agree on, as Aurora Youngblood has been in a couple of situations where, yeah, you don't really want to take that risk anymore. Shots being fired, it's being used, but yeah, not much happening. This is some scary amount of control, though, for kONO. This middle area. There's a lot to work with here. Bricks wants to make sure. Oh, zero coverage just out in the open. Very confident of the read of the round that he has. Blue-white. Will be falling away, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean with this scary amount of control, because now myq's is going to be holding off 4 players entering this bomb site. Yes, help is here. Vilby still settled in, and blue-white in with the rotate. But it's the bomb site in the open that falls. Blue-white with 2 in the flames. And Youngbloods need to plant. The smoke is fading, and it's the molly that was fading. It is going to be Grix finding one more. And that's going to be Youngbloods recovering the half a bit. 4 rounds now on the CT side. Some say that the Stig things have 4 rounds on the CT side is the minimum that you need to get a half going. Don't know why I poured that explicitly close to the mic. But here we go, round number 11. 2 more rounds to go in this half, and they're gonna go through middle again. The nade, oh, just clips an edge. It's not thrown accurately enough, and this bomb site is fallen. myq's does well to leave his number with 2 kills, keeping it a possibility for the retake. Enzizor's position is an important one. Flash going through, but not effective. It's Blixie that will find 2, not 3. It's a reload necessary. Amster with a Mach 10. Do you have it in ya? That's the first. And Blixie's low. Amster can absolutely clutch this. This doesn't hear them on the bomb. It's the Mach 10 that swings wide. And David destroys Goliath. Well, I say David. It's more of a well, is it called a slingshot? Yeah, the slingshot destroys the strong sword of the M4. Another round with a bit of a slow build-up. kONO didn't take the opportunity to get the 8-4 on Ancient, or even the 9-3 on Ancient. Now they don't want to waste this one. Double cave setup. I like this. Oh, blue-white. Ooh, kenzazor. He's not even holding a weapon. Is blue-white going to exit on this? Blue-white still in the corner. Still mossed. Oh my goodness. He still saw it. It gets the kill, but is that going to be enough for the Youngbloods? As they enter the bomb site, bomb in hand. It's one more player burning. Blue-white will eventually find his demise. Smoke thrown into cave. That's going to need to be breached by myq's. And from B main, it's Vilby. 2 versus 2. kONO looking to maximize this half as much as possible. It's going to be the first step from Vilby. Dead. Now the trade's impossible from myq's. How difficult is this exit? How impossible does it feel? And it will not work out for myq's. It's going to be 8 on the board for kONO. They take 4 rounds in the lead. On the Anubis T side, deserves to be said. And this halftime, getting some extra seconds to discuss what they want to discuss. Maybe a bit of a pee break. Who knows? Get themselves ready for what is most likely going to be the final half of this tournament. If we get a couple of more overtimes, you know, you could judge that as a half. myq's has been really, really strong on that A bomb side, but every single time, so many of his teammates had already gone down that it wasn't really worth it anymore. So a lot of these rounds, myq's just gets away with a double or a triple, but then it's a 2 versus 2 that the team still loses, which is a bit of a bummer. But as an A anchor, he has done pretty much as good as he could, as well as he could, I should say. Righto, round number 13, kicking off. An important pistol, as a CT win could mean a spiraling Anubis. But AYB looking ready to just fly into this open A bomb site. The stack is towards middle. The stack is towards B. And all of this util will be for nothing. Well, for blocking him off and being sure. That's what it'd be for. Saltovsky finds an opening pick already. Oh boy, it's going to get sketchy now. One advantage that AYB have is no defuse kit, and they need to clear everything. Well, that has happened now. 3 players into CT. Oh no, on Dust 2, this went wrong as well. Putting themselves checkmate. Now let's see, can Griggs hold on? Oh, 2 lovely shots with the Glock. And kenzazor is the one fighting back. 2 versus 2. And it's a dangerous position as they don't have immediate access to the bomb. Will they be there in time? Stabby, stabby, stabby! And that's enough to get Muria off the bomb. Youngbloods will win the pistol. Shouting out Astralis players there. Force buy? Wait, huh? Okay. I know. Okay. No, it's okay to go for a force. To be fair, as especially on Anubis, you're gonna need if you have a full buy, you're gonna need a full buy, right? You won't be able to get through with just a smoke and a flash on all your players. This then force buying now is maximizing the economy because you can have impact in this round whilst the money is still low for the T side. You'll have an eco in the next if you lose, and then you'll have full money, completely full money, which means op, all the rifles, all the util, all the kits. Right? Otherwise, you're gonna have to make compromises in round number 3, and that's something that you don't really want to do either, because then it can turn to 0-4, 0-5. So that's what this force buy is trying to prevent. That's why I came back to my point of not really agreeing with this force buy. I do think it is agreeable. And it is the T side now that AYB are on. And winning the pistol is going to give them that start that they need. I always love these. AI winner prediction. I think we added them after Blast. Blast at some point had the round win predictions, and it was really funny to look at because there was like the one Deagle clutch from Device where he got like a collateral with the Deagle, and it said like it was like this. It said like 1%, 99%. It was very fun to look at, but You can kind of see, like, okay, how have past situations like this gone? And I like that. Some weapons saved. It's fine for kONO, right? Get some impact in this round as well. Some more impact, at least, hopefully. It's not a force buy. They've saved. They saved their weapons. Pay more attention, guys. Come on. Keep your eyes open. 8-7. A likely score. But maybe we can switch to Burya on the Deeg. Because every time I went, "Are you ready, Burya?" He got himself Deagle kills. So I want to do that again. Bit of a quick dink. And now there's a bit of a decision to be made. Are you just going to, like, save these weapons and save the armor and be like, okay, yeah, now we can guarantee buying an op or maybe even 2 ops in the next round if you have that armor already? Or are you going to be looking to push for exit frags, trying to hurt the economy of the T side? Because that is going to get wild after this run. I think it's going to be the former. Yep. They will just keep the armor up. You know, I'm not too opposed to this from kONO. Because this shows confidence. This doesn't show worry about, oh, are we gonna be okay against like higher money and higher util? No, this shows that they're calm, right? It's like, yep, we can just save. Just save. Full unicorn round, by the way, no kills coming through there. A zero kill round. And now look at this. Yes, the SMG for Amster, but he didn't have to buy anymore. He still had that from 2 rounds ago. Rifle, rifle, rifle. And now we're gonna see some real Counter-Strike being played. Vilby with that Mag-10 is being sent in forward. Booyah. Are you ready in middle? Finds one, then gets traded. Straight down the spine. Saltovsky is the one to send the shivers, though. With that AWP will be found. Paul Bandana next with a hold. The spray transfer is super accurate onto Grix. Doesn't convert, but the damage is there. And the flying MP9 kONO. What a round, especially from Paul Bandana. Some sharp shooting from him. Trades at every point. And then Paul Bandana can be the one to get the multi-kill. Nine to 7. Gee, oh, those were some nice frags. Those were some very, very nice frags. Grix. The other opener. The ops are finding their impact on Anubis. As per usual. That Molotov's gonna force Umster back and is gonna lock Genzizor in. I don't know to who Umster died. I think that was to Buria. Or to Blixie, sorry. Yes, oh, and the Molotov takes down Genzizor. Genzizor gets taken down by 2 Molotovs. No real gunfight happened in this round. Yeah, we got the op kill and a bit of a spray here on the B bomb site, but the util use from the AYB has looked super sexy. Everything's spot on. Blue-white with a great timing. As they were just about to retake cave control, forcing one back, forcing the other forwards. And all of a sudden, AYB winning a full gun round. This is what they needed. Alright, if they'd lost this one as well, it would some critique would have been in place. It's gonna be a save again. We've had a lot of this dead time throughout this entire game. Really so. kONO taking the time out, wanting to discuss. Need to put that op into more positions of influence. Lots of flashbangs. Indeed, going for that peek out of cave. Now mollied. Not much more use. Very slow and open started around again. Bombs even retreated back into T-spawn. Like an A finish, according to the minimap. Vilby is holding this mid play. It's going to be a retake of cave. Saltovsky finding the first. Now all the rotates coming through. Can they move through this molly unharmed? No, Burya. One more. 3 versus 3, but Vilby still holds this middle position. The fight between Paul Bandana and Vilby. That is going to decide this round, I feel. That's going to be... the sprays are cutting it close. It's 8 HP only, but now middle's fully covered. It's only going to be through CT. This can be very easily cross-fired. Blue-white with another great swing. It's looking like the 9th of AYB. AYB in this case standing for "Ah, yes, boys." The Youngbloods equalize again. Maybe the T side is a bit too strong for kONO to overcome. Maybe it is. One M4 and a couple of Deegs. For the previous 2 maps, first team to double digits was the winner. If that remained the case, this round would have been the decider. But I think we're looking at quite a different setup to a game, setup to the momentums for both teams. Final couple rounds of a final. It's always a moment where individuals shine or stink. MyQ's another opening pick adding to his total. 20 frags on the board. Now look at to take some weapons out of their hands as well. It is still the half buy, so that's maybe giving weapons into their hands. Oh, by the way, I think a lot of guys in chat will like this story. I'll be very quick with it. Earlier on, a group stage match, I think this season, earlier this season or earlier last season. I'm unsure which of the two it was. But it was the match between Viperio and Verdant. Someone put halfway the third map, I think it was the third map. I think the score was 6-7 or something at that point, or just for the third map alone. He put in $100,000 on Verdant winning, and they lost. 100,000 on Verdant winning, and Viperio won. And that was on an EPL game, which was interesting. So yeah, kONO taking another timeout. They really want to talk this through. Are they going to go for 1 or 2 ops? I think that is the current discussion. Oh, we have a technical pause as well. Let me see if I can find the tweet I'm talking about. I don't know if I can send links because I'm a moderator, but there you go. Timeout's gone. We'll only have the single AWP. Umster deciding against it. Kenzor. Ooh, opening fight. Wins it for kONO. Blue-white, that is very enthusiastic, especially without support. Not the flashbang called from the rest of his AYB mates. Encroaching on B, but there's 3 here, including the op and kenzor. Something that you don't really want to get in and get into mingle with on this bomb site. Blixie hoping to open up something here, but everything from cave through B main has been called clear. Oh, what a fumble on the molly. Oh, that's horrendous. Okay, well, Flash is going through. Blixie is able to exit onto the pizza platform. No other fights happening than the one with Vilby. Bomb will be planted, but... Okay, there. Grix goes down. 2v4 on the defense. AYB need the top individual plays here. Blixie is bound to fight 3 players coming in through CT. Paul Banana's the only one on the flank. This should just be a straight defuse, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? Saltovsky with the wallbang finding the first, and Vilby's low HP. This is surely not going to be working out for him. And it will not be the case. It's kONO equalizing back to double digits. Ooh. Mag 10 now out for AYB. That's an interesting call. The money's there. I think they did realize there was a vulnerability with kenzor just holding on his own here. But last time, Blue-White went in just by himself. No flashbangs, no nothing. Now kenzor moves the line of defense and he will hold strong. Nothing else to find for AYB as it's Vilby in a 1 versus 4. This will be the clutch of a lifetime. And, well, a clutch not in this lifetime, not in this timeline. At least it's kONO on 11. AYB. Control slipping out of their hands. A similar situation occurred in their half. For AYB, all of a sudden, 2 rounds in a row. Their CT side looked real strong. Just then for kONO to win it with a couple of Mach 10s. To win clutch situations. Bricks full blind. The swing is too wide. Booyah taking the risk. Another smoke thrown in. It feels like we've seen this round a bajillion times before. The results been different every single time. Well, the results have also mostly been kONO winning the round in these full buys. An economy break not necessarily near anymore on the end of kONO, and those were the rounds where AYB was really able to take control, like significant control, multiple rounds in a row, where the money simply just wasn't there, where you're fighting with MP9s, with Deagles. Right, it feels a bit nicer. Win one round, yeah, you can just easily cash in the second as well. Problem now is kONO have more than enough finances. Molotov towards the back plat is again gonna go wrong. That's the second time a T-side molly lands in front of Cave, but this time it's not gonna matter. AYB do get all the headshots. They do get close enough. And the third time's a charm for the YBs. For Aurora Youngbloods. Because now they knew all the position. kONO also didn't really change their defensive setup on B. Players died in the same positions where they got the kills from in the previous two rounds. Oh boy, we have a game on our hands here. This is exciting. 11-11. Who is going to get the opportunity at tournament point first? We're going to see it in the next round, and it'll be full buy versus full buy for the rest of these two rounds. Oh, exciting stuff. The stage is set, boys. And we are ready to get it going. Chat is closed. If you don't want any spoilers, close the chat yourself. Don't not give them the time of day. The Youngbloods calling the timeout. Wanting to discuss. It's the responsibility on them to come up with a plan of action. But kONO, of course. And also go for something aggressive. Paul Bandana's on 7k. Okay, so the money is a bit low on the side of kONO. But the loss bonus is still high. And Paul Bandana's on 7k. So there will be an op. There will be multiple rifles available for kONO. If AYB lose this, it also might be a bit of a sketchy buy. No AWP if they lose this. It is good, but it's a bit too early. Could have done very significant damage. They are going to go towards A. They're going to lean towards A. It's a bit of a change-up. They've attacked the B bomb site so many times in a row now. Looking to throw a bit of a ruse. They don't want to fake it. They don't want to be bothersome. They just want to run in. Blixie gets super close and puts the barrel straight to the face of Booyah. That's infiltration. They are in. And no one is getting them out. It's going to be a safe call from kONO already. They need to fight for overtime after this. It's AYB on Anubis. Making a bit of a lovely comeback. 8-4 down at the half. At the half. Winning pistol. Losing the lead again. Grinding it back. It's going to be 12 on the board for Aurora Youngblood, and they might be able to win their first tournament ever as an academy team. Have not yet enjoyed any success. And more players are going to get taken down, maybe for the next round. If enough stay alive, a double up could be brought out. So close. Bull Bandana has the money for it, for that double AWP. He can go for it. For kONO, it would be the second time finishing second. Previously in season 17, that would be season 13 on HLTV, I think. Yeah. kONO finished second to Z10. In Division 1, we've had some Passion UA dominance. The other Ukrainian teams have been somewhat lacking in recent times. But with Navi Juniors winning, maybe kONO wants to win as well, making a Ukrainian double. Back to back. One man down. MyQ's walking in towards A, looking to breach this Molotov. All players full blind. MyQ's ignores the flames. Everyone's burning up. Bull Bandana isn't. This wick is still burning. He does get taken out eventually by the HE. A 2 versus 3. A clutch for overtime or for the tournament win. Blue-white. And a peek into Satovsky. Oh, that smoke just gives him the coverage. But it's going to be a double flank incoming. Noise is made. Information gained. A flashbang. That might be it. They turn away. Oh, what a quick reaction from Amster. Now it's blue-white. An up-and-down player. And it's all down. kONO, bring it to overtime. On the final map of this European Pro League Division 2 season, we get 6 more rounds, and why not? Bring it. Both teams getting ready for the timeout. For the timeout. Well, getting ready in the timeout for overtime. 22 kills on MyQ's. Bull Bandana only on 11, but it feels like he has had so much impact. These timeouts are long this game. I don't know why, but sometimes we get these longer timeouts in the breaks. Let's see, Vilby, 9 kills, 1600 damage. Nades thrown in, thrown through. Let's see if the close range defense will hold. It's kensizor with 2. Is Burya ahead of the smoke? Blixie is able to stop him from crossing in any deeper. Well, kONO with 3 members on the retake. Will this be possible for them? Lots of util, lots of flashbangs, CTs. Pretty much an ideal scenario in this 3 versus 3 as the dink goes through onto Vilby. The nade, oh, that's gonna find him 100%. kONO takes 13. And they win another CT round with a wonderful retake. Aurora Youngbloods going for a little more, like, faster plays, faster decisions. Oh, what is this? Burya has dropped down. He's right here close by. How long is he going to stick around here? He made one step on the retreat. I'm uncertain of how much of that audio cue was actually caught as Blixie tries to make a move on his own. We've seen Blue-White do this at some point. It's not the only moments where AYB go for a sort of active lurk. More or less just the solo play. Saltovsky with another opener. Opening it even further. I mean, you want to get all the beans out the can. Gotta crack that baby open. 5 versus 3. And the 3 are from AYB. With not a lot of util left. And looking at the setup that kONO are sitting on, that is looking a lot more comfortable of a situation. One nade at least getting thrown in. kensizor yeets the molly, but misses a bit of a timing. There's some nice movement around the default side. Is going to escape. They're all going to set up for the retake. Which, again, in a 2 versus 4, should be able to compete. Should be able to be completed with no problem. MyQ's lining up too. All of a sudden, it's equal. I say it's no problem. The position is known from 1. The util is still here. MyQ's can get flushed out. MyQ's needs to do it. Oh, it needs to be the ace. Burya can cut him down. No, MyQ's. He will find the headshot. It's an ace from the top fragger of AYB. 13 to 13. I thought that was over. I thought it was going to stop at 4, but MyQ's getting himself to 27 frags. It's an ace in overtime. A 1 versus 2, a 2 versus 4. Cinema. Wow. MyQ's live gaming, wanting to give these young bloods their first tournament victory. All the academies have had one. Pretty much all of the academies. Except for Big. But Aurora Youngblood, they want to join the likes of Mouse and XC, of Navi Jr., Team Spirit Academy. But they're going to get mowed down in the cave. That is going to be MyQ's. Again, finding a trade kill. That's the A-bomb side, very open. Ooh, again, this is looking threatening. kONO, they just don't... Like, it's like a deer in the headlights. Just can't move away from middle. They're so scared that something is happening here. They need to be running across. Yes, it's confirmed now that they're there. Smoke's going to be coming in. Another missed smoke. Oh, the Util's been sloppy from AYB. It really has. Some missed mollies, missed smokes. This is myQ's. Again, who else than myQ's? But now he's low HP. Blixie, the one to step up now. If Aurora Youngblood want to leave this round with an advantage, but Kenzazor is on for the ace as well. It's Kenzazor versus myQ's. kONO versus AYB. And it's kONO taking the lead into the second half of overtime. Aurora Youngblood are going to need a flawless CT side. And it's difficult to see a world where that is going to be the case. I really don't see this happening. Flawless CT side on Anubis. It just, it feels rough to say it. But it is the task ahead of the Youngbloods. Sprays through the smoke, not connecting again. AYB, leave open this middle avenue. kONO have been abusing that a lot throughout their T side. Right, they were in middle so often, and that was the area where the highest amount of impact came from them. Now the question is, will they be able to realize that? Will they want to take the risk? And will it even work the same? myQ's and Grix, both on the A-bombs, and the two members that you want here for a full force attack. And to stop that full force attack, Paul Bandana leading the way. It's Grix with the opener, standing at the edge of the flames. He will burn. And myQ's will be traded efficiently, going one by one, but close together. This is looking nice for kONO. That mid play is now coming in. 3 members through CT, a flank possible from Umster. Will Umster be checked? Yes, he will, but he gets the 180. And Umster gets out of there. Saltovsky is also far away. They don't have a smoke, otherwise this defuse could come in easily. It's gonna be a flash deep. Umster will be taken out. Saltovsky now baited another flash. Did he hear the tap? Did he hear the tap? It's a distraction. The time is up. Saltovsky clutches it, but too late. The flashbang, the peak, all wonderfully timed from Youngbloods. And not necessarily with kills, but with sacrifices. They managed to get the round win. Oh my god, milliseconds. The difference in a couple of these rounds already. Sometimes milliseconds, sometimes pixels. It's been a difficult one. Look at this now. A lot more pace in the early round, at least for the T side. kONO and one to force the issue a bit more. And look at what these rotates have been forced to do. AYB over-rotating on Ancient Undust Steel. We saw it kill them twice. We saw it kill their round, kill their momentum with it. But now it feels like the correct decision. The opening kill is there. The trades are there. Grix, is holding on. Still alive for the 3 versus 4 retake here. You just don't see it happening unless it gets turned into the 3v3. Forcing them out. Look at the HP. Everyone is so low. It's 2 more kills. These are Aurora Youngblood retakes. They're giving me a heart attack as Saltovsky now is the only one left standing with that AWP. Should have gone for the Tech Knife first. It is map point for Aurora Youngbloods. A flawless CT half. It sounded ridiculous. And maybe the only way to complete it is by doing ridiculous things. 2 incredible retakes back to back on the A bomb site. I don't know how they do it, but with the power of hope and prayers, they want to give AYB that first trophy. Oh my goodness, this 15-14. This might actually be it. This might actually be it. Second time. Second opportunity. Tournament point. AYB have had it. That nade is massive. I mentioned it in the first half. Waiting with 2 players on stairs. You can't fall victim to the double nade. Look at Saltovsky and Kenzazor. I don't think this nade will touch Saltovsky. Kenzazor even lower. Even if it's by a point or 2. Blue-white, this could be a massive double kill for him. An up and down player, but a flash goes past Saltovsky. Again, a man down situation for AYB. This is to win it. Some movements happening. Vilby is clearing middle. How much further is he going to push? That is the question, because Blixie's on his own in this B bomb, so it's going to need to be another massive retake. MyQ's and Grix haven't moved away yet from A. Blixie's calling this all in. Spray through the smoke, not hitting anything. HP is still low. AYB didn't save the same amount of util as that kONO did on these sites, on these retakes. That nade right on Amster. Kenzazor and Saltovsky still both low. Look at how deep AYB have already gotten in within 10 seconds of this bomb being planted. The CTs have taken control over the site, but not the perimeters. And of course, it's Kenzazor fighting Kenzazor with a triple. Another overtime we go. Kenzazor stepping up when it's necessary once more as well. Whilst the big brothers of AYB have just lost against Big in the Thunderpick World Cup or World Championship. Their little brothers are doing very, very nice. In this final, but they haven't been able to complete it just yet. Haven't been able to get over the line just yet. And another longer timeout. 2 chances. 2 chances fumbled. kONO still sitting on 0 opportunities of the tournament win. Let's see how they'll go in this half. Overtime. Dos. Overtime number 2. I mentioned a flawless CT side. It was far from flawless. They did manage to win 2 incredible rounds on the retake. Now the question becomes, can they replicate that? How many more times will such a retake work? Will there not be situations where kenzazor is going to be still alive and is still going to be stepping up and prevent you from making a retake? Spray through the flash and the smoke. kONO, the top fragger, is gone. Again, a man down situation, not the one you want to lose. kenzazor, another opener. kONO are keeping it a bit more controlled this time, not as direct of an approach. They leave AYB to think. They leave AYB to discuss, to doubt. And that is something that they needed to do. That is something where most of the success has been found across the previous maps. In these slower type T-site rounds, you have to let them think. You have to let them consider. Blix is fighting somehow. This is a 2v4. What? What? A 2v5? Out of nowhere, Blue, White, and Blixie, they just get all the shots. I wasn't even expecting that. What is going on here? Oh my goodness. What? In the blink of an eye, that round gets flipped on its head right as I mentioned. How many more times can you pull off something incredible? AYB pull that out of the hat. Magicians. Oh my goodness. Well, they take 16. They take the lead again on this CT side. But it makes my mind melt. Lots of rotates over towards B. Heavy lean. Mostly the cave aggression, and the players sort of going away from that cave aggression are now going on the rotates towards that A bomb site. But kONO, again, I think they are making the correct decision. They are going through middle, but they're doing it slow. And you see these movements. I mean, Vilby is in spawn, right? He's in spawn holding mid. There's so much doubt here that now going to double up to deal with this. This possibility of a mid play. You know what? I'm actually liking this response that I'm seeing now on the minimap. But is Vilby going to peek through this? Surely hope he doesn't. But with that smoke down, the intentions become quite clear. This is looking to be an A-side attack. It's Grix that will lose the op battle. There's 2 more players. Wait, where's Vilby going? Vilby's gone. Blue-White, again, needs to step it up massively here. That's at least one of the opening kills, not the second. kONO, oh, he's been so massive, but so many targets, not be able to deal with it. A 2v4 this time. Well, we've seen more ridiculous. About 120 seconds ago, we've seen something more ridiculous happen. No util left. Only a single HE for the T side. Pure fighting. Crossfire's being held. Very passively, kONO is doing this nicely. Lixie needs to step out wide, gets another frag, and that's one more. It's a 2v4, but it will be happening again. A Molotov picked up, Pull Banana forced out wide, and yet again, it is a magic retake. AYB, they are showing a masterclass in man down retakes here on Anubis. This is the most ridiculous I have ever seen this team play. All of the shots are hitting. They do not want to lose this. This is incredible. This is straight up incredible what they're showing here. I mean, kONO are taking typical positions. There's not something that I can really fault kONO on in doing in these situations, right? You are in a 5v2. You're holding all the angles as you're running into the B bomb site, but they play around the smoke. Boom, lose 2v5. Similar as to now, you're holding the correct positions, but the shots have just been insane, and it's Vilby with a double kill on middle. As kONO don't trust their own system anymore. Trying to sow doubt in the minds of AYB has left these rounds. Ended up in clutch after clutch. This entire overtime already. Another nade. Vilby on 3 kills already. Pull Banana won't be able to find anything. It's gonna be Saltovsky on his own. A flawless CT side. It is actually happening. A flawless CT side on Anubis. And look at what has been necessary for it. These types of clutches are insane. Like, this is some ridiculous Counter-Strike here in overtime for AYB. This is mental. MyQ's on 31. Blixie with what feels like 14 kills in overtime. I'm starting to lose my breath here. This is mental. 3 opportunities now added on to the 2 that they already had. 5 in total for AYB. Is this then going to be it? Opportunities. Oh boy. AYB magic thus far. All these rounds in overtime. The Mike case starting it all. It's been ridiculous. It's been 5 rounds with at least a 2-man difference that AYB have been able to turn around. 5 in overtime. I hope you'll realize how mental that is. Rounds in OT in a man down or even 3-man down situations have gone and clutched in the way of AYB. Aurora Young Bloods. This might be the tournament where a new academy team will put themselves on the map. We'll have one more contender, because AYB is starting to win tournaments now, as Kenzazor flashed off the angle. He needs a multi, only gets the 1. Again, will it be the B-bomb side falling to Grix? It's Umster holding on. Vilby finding the final 1. It's 1 man up for AYB, and this might just be it. kONO, you haven't had any luck as soon as this bomb has been planted on both sides in overtime. That bomb going down just deletes all of the mana from the Ukrainian team. And I do think MyQ's is eager to find some more frags. Yes, there's a molly thrown in, but safe havens found. MyQ's with 1 more. It's a 1 versus 3, and I don't think it's much more. As Buria, the final hurdle between Aurora Youngblood and MyQ's with an MVP performance in this tournament, winning European Pro League 2nd Division Season 16. It's the first time Aurora Youngbloods win a tournament, and oh my god, That was so insane. That was an amazing game. Wow. I mean, these clutches back to back to back, 2v5s, 2v4s, 1v2s, 1v3s. It is insane. It is an insane game that we have just seen. Aurora Youngbloods, they must be celebrating like hell right now because what a match that was. It's been a while since I've seen an overtime go that crazy. And I am certainly going to watch this game back. Hopefully, some reactions on Twitter from the players because this was insane. I felt honored to cast this final. We're gonna go and continue with the main division. Right, I think tomorrow already the main division is gonna start. But yeah, it's quite insane. It's quite insane. I feel tired after this game. This game took some energy out of me. But what an insane game. Aurora Youngbloods deservingly taking home that $6,000. They deserve it. Those clutches, man. Crazy. Insane. It is so insane. Guys, thank you all very, very much for watching. It's been an honor to be your caster for this tournament together with all my other lovely colleagues, Donut, Magiska, Timo, and MJ Pingman. I forgot MJ Pingman. But yeah, we're all very happy that you guys are watching every single time. Please hit the follow and come back tomorrow because the next season is going to be starting. That's the Division 1, all on HLTV. I love you all. Follow me on Twitter as well if you want. And bye-bye.